I knew something was wrong the moment I stepped into the cafe. Emily wasn't the girl I had been chatting with online for 2 months, not entirely, at least. She looked like her photos, the same soft brown eyes and shy smile, but she didn't stand up to greet me. Instead, she hesitated, reached for the table, and whispered. "I'm so sorry. I should have told you. My left side is partly paralyzed." For a moment, everything froze. Not because I was shocked, but because I suddenly understood why her messages were always so apologetic, so careful, so afraid of disappointing me. I didn't sit down right away. Not because I was judging her, but because I felt like my heart was being squeezed by guilt and protectiveness at the same time. She looked away and murmured, "You don't have to stay if it's pity." That sentence, soft, shaky, terrified, hit me harder than anything I'd felt in years. My cousin had set us up. "Just meet her once," he said. "She's perfect for you." He conveniently forgot to mention that Emily had survived a car accident at 17, leaving her left arm and leg partly paralyzed. I wasn't angry at her. I was angry at him. She deserved honesty. She deserved respect. I pulled out my chair, sat down gently, and said, "Emily, I'm not going anywhere. And it's not pity. It's curiosity. And maybe something more." She blinked fast, as if trying not to cry. But there was still fear in her eyes. We talked for hours. And somehow, I forgot she even had a disability. Her humor was quick. Her stories were vivid. Her perspective on life was deeper than anyone I'd ever met. She'd learned to do everything, tie her hair, paint, cook, using mostly one hand. When the bill arrived, I noticed her struggling to reach her wallet. Without thinking, I helped her. She froze. Her voice barely above a whisper. "Please, don't treat me like I'm breakable." That moment humbled me. I realized she didn't want sympathy. She wanted equality. She wanted independence, just with someone patient enough to walk beside her. We started seeing each other more. Movies. Evening walks. Late-night calls. But something was off. Every time she laughed too hard, she apologized. Every time she walked too slowly, she apologized. Every time I held her hand, she hesitated. One evening, as I dropped her off at therapy, I overheard her telling her instructor, "I don't want him to feel stuck with me. I want to be enough. I want to be normal." Something inside me shattered. Not out of pity, but because she couldn't see what I saw. One night after dinner, she said, "I think we should stop." My stomach dropped. "Why?" She swallowed hard. "Because I'm half paralyzed. And you deserve someone who can keep up. Someone who isn't an inconvenience." That word, inconvenience, felt like someone had punched my chest. I stepped closer, gently tilting her chin up. "Emily, you're not half anything. Except half fearless, half genius, half sunshine. You make me better. You make me kinder. You make me feel alive." She trembled. Tears filled her eyes. But then she whispered, "But what if I become a burden?" I shook my head slowly. "You're not a burden. You're a blessing." 2 weeks later, she invited me to her physical therapy open session. She wanted to prove she was trying. That she wasn't holding me back. She struggled to take 3 steps without support. Sweat dripped down her forehead. Her leg shook violently. At step 4, she fell. People gasped. The room fell silent. But before anyone could rush in, she looked at me. Scared, embarrassed, broken. And whispered, "Are you sure you want this life, with someone like me?" I went to her, knelt on the ground, took her hand, and said softly, "Emily, life isn't about finding someone perfect. It's about finding someone worth the effort. And you are worth every step." She broke down in my arms. Not because she was hurt, but because she finally believed she was loved. Not in spite of her condition, but with it. Through it. Beyond it. Months later, she walked 5 steps on her own. Then 8. Then 12. Every time she made progress, she looked for me first. And every time, I was already there, smiling like she'd just won the Olympics. One evening, as we watched a sunset from her apartment balcony, she whispered, "Thank you for staying, even when I couldn't believe I deserved it." I squeezed her hand and replied, "I didn't stay out of pity. I stayed because you taught me what real strength looks like." She smiled. Not the shy, guarded smile from before, but one full of confidence, peace, and hope. And in that moment, I realized I hadn't been tricked into dating a half-paralyzed girl. I had been blessed into meeting someone who taught me the meaning of compassion, resilience, and love.